some of our learning objectives. We're going to, first I want to stress that not only are the essential elements of informed consent grounded in the guidelines and regulations, and when I say guidelines, I mean ICH E6 4.8 for informed consent and 21 CFR 50.25 elements of informed consent. Review of the informed consent, documentation of the informed consent, and the completed attachments is also granted in the regulations and guidelines. We're going to be learning about the review of all signature and dating requirements for not just the subject, but the person conducting the informed consent discussion. And this is validated in ICH E6 4.8.8. Prior to a subject's participation in the trial, the written informed consent form needs to be signed and personally dated. And that's really important to remember, signed and personally dated by the subject or their legal rep and by the person conducting the discussion. We're going to review the different types of informed consents and requirements. I'm talking about pediatric assents, parental consents, partner consents, tissue and PK samples, a little bit about HIPAA, and state regulations and how they impact informed consent. We're going to talk about the need for informed consent revisions whenever there's a new safety update to the protocol, to the investigator brochure. We're going to talk about, or if there's an addition to study procedures. And we're going to talk about accurate documentation of the informed consent process in the source documents. The guidelines are pretty clear about informed consent revisions. 4.8.2 of ICH E6 talks about the informed consent and written information to subjects need to be revised whenever important new information is available that affects their consent. They need to be informed in a timely manner if new information becomes available that may affect their willingness to participate in the trial. And we're also going to talk about the need for medically trained, qualified, or experienced research professionals to conduct the informed consent discussion and correctly explain parameters and requirements and everything that goes on in agreeing to be in a research study.